Greetings, class. I wanted to go over a few things that I'm getting quite a few emails and questions about that might make your life easier in terms of setting up your WordPress domain and hosting and keeping it cheap. So in the instructions, I mentioned WordPress.com. But I sent out a welcome, or I sent out an announcement in the welcome announcement time period that you don't have to do that because that is rather expensive. And the way I'm going to show you is WordPress .org software that we're going to use on our own host and server. So WordPress by itself is free. WordPress.com, you're paying for the host, the domain name, and different services. This is how WordPress makes its money, but the way I'm going to show you is a lot cheaper and easier way to use WordPress. So what you need to do is go to Retail Me Not, this link up top here. I'm going to send it out in an announcement, but you get 87% off economic web hosting and a free domain for 1 year. That's really good and way cheaper than what you need to pay for WordPress.com stuff. WordPress.com is going to throttle you, and there's a lot of pay barriers in terms of plugins. When the course was originally set up, the original developers wanted WordPress.com, but in my expert opinion of over 20 years of building websites for freelancing clients is you don't want to go that route, and this route is the most effective and beneficial to you. So I'm going to copy that link, and then I'm going to go to GoDaddy, and I've already got the code applied, but in case you're wondering like how you get to that, you go to web hosting and economy, add to cart. But when you go to Retail Me Not first, if you just click that link, it will automatically open up this page. Previously, I may have referred to a managed WordPress site, but the coupon code changes from managed WordPress to economy. So whichever one you have will do fine. This one is just what's on sale right now, and it's the cheapest. So it's $1 a month, so you pay for 12 the whole year at once, so it's $12. You get hosting for one website, unmetered bandwidth, 100 gigabytes of storage, free trial of Microsoft email, and a free domain, which is what is really nice with this part of the course. So if we click add to cart, you get a free domain. So you can use whatever domain name you want to use. It's entirely up to you. This is your project. I recommend something that you want to do on a professional nature or creative nature. I own a lot of domain names, but I don't own this one. So I'm going to do davidmeyer.design. I'm going to see if it lets me do the .design. So it is available, but it doesn't qualify for this offer. So they want me to use a .com. So if I go to, if I look down here, I can see that there's these free options that are included in that. And the reason I want to do David Meyer is I already own davidwmeyer.com, but there are a lot of David Meyers in the world, and a lot of them actually are designers of some kind. So I think just to buy up things, I am going to get the .co. And make sure I have that. So I've added that. That's free. And we see here we have our economy hosting, economy Linux hosting with cPanel, $12, 88% off. That's phenomenal. And we get a free domain name. So I am going to sign in. If you don't have an account, create an account. So I'm going to sign in and punch in my password here. All right, so I'm going to complete purchase. And I have purchase this. It's thinking through things. All right, so now what you want to do next is set up your hosting and domain, connect the two. And that is really easy to do. So these are a bunch of domain names I own. It's not showing the one I just bought. I'm going to say enter domain name. I'm going to say davidmeyer.co and hit next. And for our hosting center, our data center, select North America if you're in North America. If you're somewhere else, select the closest area. And create a WordPress website. This is really simple. Let's just hit yes, let's do it. Now, this is where you guys may get hung up. You may have used WordPress before, but this is not, you are not putting in any WordPress information you've ever used. This is a complete separate installation of WordPress software on your hosting account. So you're creating brand new WordPress accounts on a brand new WordPress software. This WordPress is not talking to any other WordPress.com or anything associated to WordPress. This is completely new, so you must, I repeat, you must create a new WordPress website, username and password. So I'm going to create that here, and my password. Make it something you'll remember, both of these, and you get a free email address with this. So I'm going to say hello@davidmeyer.co, hit finish. And this can take a while. And I'll pause the video. And we're finished with our setup. And it's going to tell you that onboarding completed successfully. And we're going to hit set up my site. So this is our cPanel. This is what your cPanel looks like. If we scroll down here, we can see that web applications, that WordPress is installed already. In case you are wondering, it usually costs separate. If you don't know how to install WordPress on your own, it's a separate fee. So when you learn to do this, if you decide to do this for clients, build that fee into it. If we just do a quick search for WordPress installation fee, well, it's not. I'm not really finding. Okay, so Envato. These, like theme setup, complete all in one, it's $50 a day. So it just takes really only a day to set it up. But those are $50 each. So this is valuable information. This isn't just things that you can necessarily look up online easily. So you want to have the My Blog. You have that all set up. What do we do next? We go down here to My Applications, click that, and if we see it, it's in this software called Installatron. That our website is davidmeyer.co. So if we go to that real quick, .co, not .com, sorry, that's another David Meyer. See the world I live in? David Meyer Co. And it's great. It's not working. Let's try this link, see if that, no, doesn't work. Let's go here, wp-admin. But we see this right here, this link right here is what we're going to use to finish setting up our website once this loads. So let me pause it and give it a moment to kind of catch up to what we're doing. Okay, after a long delay, it is back up. Sometimes it just takes a while for it to generate. So if you go to davidmeyer.co, this is the basic WordPress site. But when we put in our login info that we created when we set this site up and installed WordPress, we put that there with the address davidmeyer.co/wp-admin. And again, that's your domain name and then slash wp-admin. And then log in. Remember, this is not any WordPress account you've ever used before. It's the one that you just created. This is a separate WordPress account. It's not like Facebook where you click to sign into Facebook and it works everywhere. This is completely separate. And I'm sorry to keep reiterating that, but again, this is something that gets people, when they're learning, they get hung up on this, and you need to make sure that you understand this is completely separate. And then it's going to ask for the wizard, start wizard. And this stuff you can change later, anytime, but I'll just say design art portfolio. Title, you can change this. I show you how to change it. I'm just going to call it visual creative. Well, actually, David Meyer. Visual creative. I don't want to do that. It's up to you. Themes, again, just pick one. You can change these at any time. So I'll just pick this, hit select, just to get through this. And this should load. Sorry if you're hearing background noise. It is a busy time of year here on campus. So I'm going to pause this again. Okay, and we're back. So we can customize things here, but we can also exit out here and go to our WordPress dashboard. So this is a completely unlocked version of WordPress. There's no limitations to what we can do with WordPress. We can add as many plugins as we want, make any changes to the backend that we want, and go from there. So this is a way cheaper option and the best option for WordPress usage. All right, email me. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.